And hello again. We are continuing our review of this quiz, and we are on question number 10. You work for an outdoor therapeutic wilderness program. You have two locations for your program, one in southern Utah and one in northern Utah. You want to know if there's a meaningful difference in the two programs in terms of development of social skills. At the end of the program, you evaluate social skill improvement for each group from a sample of participants. You find that participants in the southern Utah program learned an average of 2.2 social skills, such as eye contact, firm handshake, etc. And participants in the northern program learned an average of 2.5 social skills. You have a p-value of 0.15. What should you do with this information? So a little bit of eval refresher. If we look at the averages here, the means, we might say that northern Utah program is better. They're learning on average more social skills. However, because we're not able to evaluate everybody in the program, we have a sample, so we want to know if this sample is really representative of our population. So we run t-tests, specifically an independent t-test, because we're comparing two groups. We can do that in Excel. If you were a marketer, fantastic. If you can do this, you may have someone else do this for you, but you should be able to interpret it. You have a p-value when you run that test of 0.15. So as a reminder, the magic number here is 0.05. We want it to be below 0.05, which basically says if it's less than a 5% chance that if we were to run this data again, we'd get a different answer. So if it's below 0.05, we can say there is a meaningful difference. If it is above 0.15, above 0.05, we would say there is not a meaningful difference. So in this case, it is above 0.05. That means there is not a meaningful difference. Our answer, therefore, don't change anything. There is not a meaningful difference in the program. 11, you work for Y'all Salt Lake and have decided to segment your market based on age. Your age segments are 18 and under, 19 to 24, 25 to 39, 40 to 45, and 55 up. And you also segment on family status: single, married with no kids, married with less than 2 kids, married with more than 2 kids. Based on this information, and this information only, what might be a possible target market? People who play in local recreational soccer leagues. That may be a good target market. However, we didn't segment on that. So the idea here, the key here is your segmentation has to match your targeting. And here again, sorry, I need to go back and edit this. People who play in local recreational soccer leagues, still not a choice here. People aged 55 and up. Oh, that is a possible target market based on our segmenting strategies. That is a segment we pulled out. And then we have people, not to be confused with people apparently, who are interested in a fun evening with friends. Again, maybe a good target market, but it doesn't connect to our segmentation. So perhaps we did a poor job segmenting here, but based on the way we segmented, our only option right now is people aged 55 and up. So we're going to play with that a little bit more. You have gone through your segmenting and targeting process in the question above and decided on a potential target market. Period, not question mark. What question should you ask to determine if this is a good target market? Can we identify the market? Can we figure out who is aged 55 and up? Yes, we can. So on that one, it matches. Can we reach the market? Is it accessible? Probably. There are ways to identify it and reach these folks. So far we're doing pretty good. Does the market match our mission? Well, in this case, our mission doesn't really address it, so I would say it doesn't not match it, so I would say we're still okay. Will the market respond to our product? And in this case, maybe. This actually might be a good target market for us. It's not particularly descriptive, but it does pass our tests. All of these are good questions, by the way, so we're going to all of the above. However, I think there are probably better target markets, and I think will the market respond to our product would be the one that it really falls down on here. Okay, I'm going to skip to 14 actually and come back to 13. Continuing on the above, you have decided that the original target market you chose is not a good target market. What do you do now? Hopefully you do not throw your hands up in the air and do nothing. Choose a different target market from your existing segments. This is a perfectly acceptable solution. If we don't think that one's good, let's see what else we've got. Let's keep going there. Return to your segmentation. Maybe you need to segment in different ways. This is an excellent answer. Maybe we need to segment on why people come to RSL games or what people are looking for when they come to a game. Those are a little more nuanced and I think probably a little more detailed, effective ways to segment. So in this case, both B and C are correct answers. Let me go back to 13. You run a youth after-school climbing program. Your mission is to provide positive adult relationships for youth. Based on this information, what might be a good target market? So let's assume you've already done a lot of segmenting, right? Youth is families with incomes above $50,000 because, heck, they need to pay for your program. Well, that may be true, but based on the information in this question, which is just your mission, that has nothing to do with your mission. Youth in the local neighborhood. Again, may be a good answer, but what you're given in this question is your mission, and that has nothing to do with your mission. Youth who do not have positive adult relationships in their life. Bam, your mission is to reach these folks, so this is a good target market for you. Question, skip 14, consider 15. You work for a local retirement community. You have created a perceptual or position map. This is the same thing. Preston and I have both used those words interchangeably. Based on the attributes of number of recreational opportunities and price. You've also previously identified your target market and found that your market is very interested in lots of recreational opportunities and does not care if the price is expensive. You also find that your competitors offer lots of recreational opportunities and are more expensive than you. What do you think would be the best strategy? Okay. So we're not showing a map here, but if we were, you would see that your competitors are a lot closer to the target market you've chosen than you are. What do you do? And I'm going to work bottom up here again. Go out of business, there is no hope for you. Well, hopefully that's not our strategy. Run a commercial highlighting that you are cheaper than your competitors. This may ultimately be a good strategy, but we've already determined above that your target market does not care about price. So if you were to do this, the first thing you would do is change your target market to one that does care about price. But based on where you're at right now, this is not helping your target market because not helping you reach your target market because they don't care about price. And I'm about to sneeze here, so bear with me, it's going to come. Hire additional recreational therapists to offer more activities and raise your price to pay for them. Okay. This addresses our problem. It gets us closer to our target market by getting more rec opportunities, and they don't care about price. We've already raised it. It's an acceptable solution. This is why I would tell you this is not the best solution. That market is already crowded. All your competitors are doing this. They have lots of rec. They're expensive. It is a crowded market. A. B. Doing this kind of radical change of your business is rarely an effective or practical strategy. Okay. So our final option, change your target market. This market does not seem to be a good fit for your business. This market is not going to be responsive to you because you don't fit them. That is our answer. Whew. So the sneeze is past. I don't think it's coming. You run a business that takes groups on fly fishing trips. Your business does okay, but your needs assessment has told you that your customers don't remember much about your trips. Based on this information, what do you think would be the best strategy? Lower your price. Your trips are more boring than your competitors. Maybe that is an effective strategy, but based on this information, there's no connection to price. Augment your service by providing a free taxidermy service. This is a product, not a produce. Sorry, I should have proofread this. This is a product decision, okay? You said your needs assessment customers don't remember your trips. Let's help them remember it. Let's provide them a stuffed fish when they leave so that they can remember it. This is a great strategy. We talked about this being augmentation. We talked about 5 different places you could augment your product. Anticipation, travel to, during the event, travel from, and recollection. This is recollection. Great product strategy. Question 7, you run a Hatha yoga studio. Your needs assessment tells you that your customers are interested in fitness options, but don't really understand your product and are afraid to try it. Which of the following do you think would be the best strategy? You're going to go bottom up again, which is always a hint that the first one's the correct answer. Change the name of the studio that sounds something even fancier. Well, that's not really going to help people try our product. Do nothing, you're just doing just fine. We know that's not the case. Raise your prices above your competitors to create an impression of a high-quality yoga studio. This may be an acceptable strategy. This may work. People may not know what it is, but it's expensive, so it must be great. Is it the best strategy? I don't think so. Offer a satisfaction guaranteed or your money back promotion. Here is your best strategy. This gets at trialability we talked about. When people are afraid to try your program, they're afraid to commit to it. Say, try it, and if it doesn't work out for you, you're going to get your money back. Does that solve everything? No. They still may be afraid to try it because they might be embarrassed. If that's the case, maybe you offer a free beginner's class. But if they're afraid to try it because they might be wasting their money, this is a great way to conquer that. You run a cardio tennis program designed to improve participant fitness levels in a fun atmosphere. Your primary goal is increased participation and improved fitness levels. What do you think would be the best pricing strategy? We're largely into terms here, so I'm going to just review these. A skim pricing strategy is charging what the market will bear as high as you can, that people will pay it. Penetration is a low pricing strategy designed to encourage participation or high sales, high volume. So we know just by definition that's the answer. But just to go through the others, bundling is offering products together. So you might say, sign up for the cardio tennis program and also get a free tennis racket. This may be an effective strategy, but it doesn't necessarily match your specific goal. And partitioning is breaking things down to only required items. So you pay for this sign-up class, you pay for the tennis racket, you pay for the tennis balls, etc. So our answer here is penetration. Okay. Continuing on the above, you decide to charge $5 to 20 classes. You have 30 people register for the program, but find that only 2 to 3 people show up, and over half the registrations have never shown up at all. Based on this information, what do you think would be the best strategy for the next season? Okay, do nothing. You've met your goal by having a lot of people register and participate. Maybe they registered, they didn't show up, so you're not meeting your goal of improving fitness levels. Raise the price slightly to encourage a commitment to participate. This is our correct answer, or our best answer. I won't say correct, it's our best answer, because one of the problems with penetration pricing is that when people pay a little bit, they may not be committed. So maybe you raise it a little bit. Raise the price a lot so people know what a high quality service this is. Again, maybe, but I don't think the best answer. Fire the instructor. He or she is clearly not any good. Again, maybe this is the case. The data you've got doesn't really support that. Over half never showed up. So that's not that the instructor was bad. They never had an experience with the instructor. Okay. I'm rushing a little bit to meet my YouTube limit here. You run a one-up, one-down wheelchair tennis program. Which of the following do you think would be the most important place consideration? Close to public transportation, that's important. Beautiful outdoor setting, important. Facility meets ADA standards. I would say this is certainly your most important place consideration here. And then finally, Eric teaches the tennis facility, which really should be the most important thing. No, only kidding. So that is your answer. So I've got 1 minute here to talk before my YouTube limit runs out. So that is the quiz. Again, I just want to emphasize that there may be multiple possible answers. There may be multiple correct answers. You can't see me air quoting there. But think through the best answer and think through why. So if we were to do this again, I'd probably add a why component, or I may not even give you options and let you choose for yourself. That's it. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and we will see you soon. Have a great weekend. Well, let's see what my grade is. I got a few minutes left. Do you have 3 unanswered questions? Oops, okay. I've got 30 seconds to answer them. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I didn't answer 17. We want to offer satisfaction guaranteed. 30 seconds. I didn't answer 16. We said augmentation. And I didn't answer 11. We said it's people age 55 and up. And with 10 seconds to spare, submit quiz. And let's hope I put in the answers correctly. I didn't. I screwed that up. I need to go fix that because we missed one. I'll fix that. Have a great day.